So, the camper van window installation, this is part 11B or part 2 of the other one with this, where I got to in the previous one where I'd cut the holes out with the jigsaw both sides. So I continued with filing the edges. So I used a sort of a grinding tool an angle grinder, yeah. So it's got like some kind of abrasive things, and I took off all of the burrs from the edge of the window, and then I used this primer to go around all on the raw metal, so that doesn't get rust. Then I put this sort of squidgy sort of beading all the way around covering the bare metal, and then I primed all around the edge of the metal after, but I sanded it first a little bit to rough up the paint so that the primer will grip, and then I did that on the inside of the windows and onto the metal of the van, so both areas were primed. And then I put this the glue gun thing, sort of like a mastic type gunky glue sealant all the way around the edge. Let me show you. So I did it all the way around the edge, and then I put the window on, as you can see. So the glue kind of goes all the way around there, and I had to use a special. You can see me there. Hello. So I had to. Oh, hello there. I had to use a special glue gun thing. Well, not a special one, but one that could squeeze out. So the bead of sealant type glue thing was very thick and stodgy, and you had to have a really good glue gun type thing, one of those sealant gun things to get the sealant out there. So anyway, let's have a look. This is what I've left it overnight. That's the one side. Looks pretty smart. And then over to the other side. Again, looks nice and smart. Let's show you inside. Let's have a look inside. Oh, yes, I set up a special curtain inside so that I could run a heater, because it was a little bit cold for overnight. So I set up a heater so that it would create a warmer environment in here to help the sealant, the glue set. So there we have it. This is the interior. Ooh, inside with the van windows. Right, so that's a big part of the puzzle of creating a camper van, sort of done yesterday, finished off overnight. Yet to test the windows, got to spray some water on the windows to see how they get on. But I can drive the van now. The glue should have cured overnight. The next job is I'm going to put the floor down and put a fan in the ceiling. The one thing I want to show you just before we move on is that at the end of part 10 I showed you I was pushing out some damage in the middle of the van. I was pushing out a dent. Let me show you how that finally looks, because it still looked pretty bad. Even though I pushed out the dent, it didn't really look any different, to be honest, on video. But fine, obviously, right, if you can remember what it looked like, it was pretty shocking. But this is how it looks now. And as you can see, obviously this still needs work, and I can just, in my own time at some point in the future, get some filler, fill this in and sort of smooth that out a lot. There's also other little bits of damage, a little bit of filler here. It's going to have some kind of very modest dents, as it were. But I think visually, from a distance, I'm going to get to the point where if you look at the van from about this distance, I want all of that to disappear, so that you would think it was fine, from about this distance. So I've got a little bit of work to do tidying up the outside still. So, but, you know, the windows are in and it's all coming together very slowly. Part 11B of Michael's camper van conversion.